We also support emerging priorities. We increase funding for renewable energy and conservation, research, rural development, and trade. We provide actually $5 billion more than the baseline for the 02 Farm Bill because prices are high. If I might just run through some highlights very quickly. We tighten payment limits. Our proposal is to base payment limits on adjusted gross income. You have a net income of $200,000 or more annually, and you can average this over 3 years. You would graduate from farm subsidy payments. Interestingly enough, in the Midwest and West, farmers will actually show up at Farm Bill forums and support our payment limit proposal. That's not true in the South. They pretty universally oppose any payment limit proposal. And we eliminate the 3-entity rule where you can get payments from 3 entities, and we set the limit at $360,000. We also ensure a strong safety net for our producers. We close gaps that currently leave producers without a safety net in low-yield situations. We increase direct payments to provide a more predictable safety net. Let me explain something to you that farmers explained to me, and it took a while to sink in. But this is the honesty of farmers. They would show up at our forums and they would say, you pay me the most when I need you the least. You pay me the least when I need you the most. And I thought, that doesn't make any sense. This is a safety net we're talking about. But you know what? They were right. Why? If you have a crop failure, and you've seen a lot of that in the West over the past few years, you can't LDP a crop you didn't raise. And what tends to happen to price? It tends to go up, so the counter-cyclical doesn't come in. Is it any wonder your producers are desperate for an emergency package on an annual basis? They didn't get anything out of the Farm Bill. Now, conversely, let's say you raise the largest crop in your history. You can LDP every bushel of that corn, or soybeans, or cotton, or whatever. You can LDP every single one of them. And then what tends to happen to price? The price floats downward, kicks in the counter-cyclical payment. We were paying out the largest amounts of money during some of the best years. Farmers were absolutely right about this. We increase our conservation funding in this Farm Bill by $7.8 billion. A fair portion of that is devoted to a new environmental quality incentives and regional water programs. So this will work very, very well in the West. We provide $1.6 billion in new funding for renewable energy research and development, all focused at cellulosic ethanol. Not that corn-based ethanol won't be a part of our future, it will, but we are broadening our horizons here. We need cellulosic to come online. We're providing $500 million to create the Ag Energy and Bio-Based Products Research Initiative. We're also proposing some things that states asked us for in terms of simplifying our food stamp program. We're proposing also to rename that. We don't do stamps anymore. We do EBT cards. This is out of the past. We want to change that. We provide $1 billion in loans and $500 million in grants for rural communities. Let me, if I might, spend a moment on this because this is important to me. I can almost guarantee that in all of your states you have rural critical access hospitals that need rehabilitation. We have a program, but it hasn't had money to do those hospitals. We're going to propose to do them all. So if you have rural critical access hospitals in your state, I can tell you that if they haven't been rehabilitated, we have a loan program that will get all of those hospitals done. We dedicate about $400 million in trade efforts, and we target nearly $5 billion in funding to support our specialty crop producers. This would involve purchasing fruits and vegetables, funding research, fighting trade barriers, expanding markets. No direct subsidies, nothing trade distorted, all in research and purchase of vegetables and that kind of thing. We provide $2.75 billion to purchase fruits and vegetables in our food assistance programs. We provide $500 million to increase the purchase of fruits and vegetables in school meals, and we provide $20 million to address international sanitary and phytosanitary programs. We also support socially disadvantaged farmers. This is more of an issue in the South, although it does have a nationwide flavor to it. But we also provide these programs to our beginning farmers If you have farmers in your state that are beginning farmers and are going to raise program crops, we're proposing for the first 5 years of their farming operation, we will increase their direct payment by 20%. We have improved our loan portfolio for beginning farmers, decreased the down payment, interest rates. This is just simply the very best beginning farmer package ever in Farm Bill history. Now let me, if I might, just touch on disaster relief, and then that will wrap up my comments. Disaster relief is an annual event in your states and in Washington. We need to bring that to an end. There's nothing more unpredictable for farmers than wondering whether disaster relief will come forward in a legislative package at some time. We're doing a number of things. Number one, we are proposing a revenue-based countercyclical program. In those states that raise wheat, the state I come from, state of Nebraska, raises wheat, under this program, they would have done better by $800 million than under the 2002 Farm Bill. Why? Because it kicks in when revenue drops. We're also providing gap coverage in crop insurance. Farmers told us during the forms that they could insure 70% thereabouts of their loss, but they were exposed on that gap. We are developing a plan, it is in our proposals, that would allow them to provide 100% coverage on their farming operation. We are going to link crop insurance participation to farm program participation. The last disaster relief bill did exactly this, and we have a couple of new emergency landscape programs. That, my friends, in about 10 minutes, is summarizing 183 pages of proposals, which is a little tough to do. Suffice it to say that our proposals went up on January 30th. We got what we thought was enough interest in the proposals. The legislative language has now been drafted. That has been sent to the House and Senate, and that is also complete. It was completed about a week or 10 days ago. We are working with all of the House and Senate subcommittees and committees, and so far so good. Not an easy process, and there are challenges, but we've worked well with Congress so far, and we look forward to getting the Farm Bill done, we hope by September. Thank you very much.